family. I'm coming today with a story that has shocked many. A story that has gone worldwide. I understand you must have heard about this story. It's all over the social media. This story has shocked me, and I thought, why not share it with my family? Because there is a lot to learn from this story. I'm going to use this story to come out with topics that are relevant for us today as parents. And we are also going to use the story to understand the concept of friendship. We know there is a lot to learn from this story, so we are not going to let it go without using it to educate ourselves and to educate our children. Shanquella Robinson is a lady, 25 years old, of North Carolina, who was brutally beaten up by her so-called friends. Shanquella Robinson was invited by her 6 friends to a birthday party. The location they choose for themselves to celebrate this birthday party was Mexico, precisely in Cabo. Shanquella Robinson, before she flew to Mexico with her friends, she called her mother while she was having her dinner. And 24 hours later, after they arrived in Mexico, she was reported dead. This was a lady who was very successful at the age of 25, and she died at her prime age, brutally beaten by her friends. She was a successful businesswoman, owning 2 businesses, a hair business and a clothing brand. She was a social media figure, a model. Shanquella Robinson was known for her soft-heartedness, for her generosity. She actually sponsored this trip to Mexico. She paid a huge sum of money to have this birthday be a success. While they arrived at the villa, Shanquella Robinson, not knowing the evil plans of her friends, found herself while she was naked, being beaten up mercilessly by a certain woman whom you can find on the picture. While she was beaten up, her friends were around watching. No one went for her help. There was one guy who was filming the whole scenario. He was filming the whole scenario with his camera and asking Shanquella Robinson to fight back. And the response Shanquella Robinson gave, "I can't fight back." And this woman was bumping her head, bumping her all over her body. After this woman came another woman whose blows were like the last straw on the camel's back. This woman body slammed Shanquella Robinson on the floor, practically holding her head between her elbow and hitting her on the floor. This is what caused Shanquella Robinson broken neck and a broken spine, which she died of as proven by the autopsy. After Shanquella Robinson must have been beaten up and was unconscious, her friends flew back to America without her. But before they flew back, they called her mother, telling her that her daughter is unconscious by alcohol intoxication, which was a lie, actually. After they arrived in America without Shanquella Robinson, Shanquella Robinson's best friend went to the mother's place 4 days in a row, trying to convince the mother that Shanquella died of alcohol intoxication. Shanquella Robinson's mother, not being convinced of this, made up her mind that an autopsy should be conducted on her daughter. Then it was found that she died 15 minutes after sustaining a broken spine and a broken neck. Her whole body and face was swollen. Her lips were split off. That is how cruel she was beaten, how gruesome her death was, by her own friends, watching her being beaten to death. Oh, is that how empty humanity has become? Is that how wicked humanity has become? That we watch others being killed and we stand by as watchers. A young girl who still had dreams. Her videos are floating all over the social media. But for reasons that YouTube does not condone violence, I wouldn't put up the video where she's being beaten up years. Now, many are speculating what might have been the motive behind her death. If we understand the whole story, we can conclude that this was a premeditated act. Watch the video on Instagram, on other social platforms. This was a purely premeditated act. The motive behind this, one can say, is jealousy. How far jealousy can creep the heart of man, and man becomes a beast and is able to murder the other. This was a successful young woman who financed their trip with her friends to Mexico so as to celebrate the birthday of a friend. You know, and she's brutally killed. It's like she financed her own death. She financed her own death in a way, leaving her parents, going with friends, and not coming back home. After 24 hours, she is pronounced dead. What a gruesome world are we living in? These are times of wickedness, where the heart of men have grown cold. Everyone is now calling upon justice, that justice be rendered to this family. Of course, that we all want to see that justice be rendered. That the family receives justice. And that the mother pays the price. However, she's dead and gone at her prime age. Oh, how much wickedness is on earth today. Viewers, I always say that we must live this life cautiously. We must be cautious how we live this life. We must be cautious of the kind of people we have around us. We must be cautious of the people we call best friends. It's her best friend who went to the mother 4 days in a row to convince her that she died of alcohol intoxication. That was her best friend. Yes, her best friend. Until it was discovered that she died of a cruel beating, that she was assaulted by her own friends and died of injuries. Only then did this best friend, stop going to the mother to try to convince her again. The mother never saw him again after the results of the autopsy. Little did they know that there were footage. It took them by surprise that footages were released on social media showing how this innocent, beautiful girl was being assaulted by her friend naked. She was naked. When she was beaten up, she was naked. Her body was found by a maid who came to clean up the villa and found the body lying there after her friends must have flown back to America. At the moment, the Mexican officials are demanding that the culprits be extradited to Mexico, and the American court has issued a warrant of arrest. However, the family hasn't been informed who is to be arrested. They are still waiting and keeping their fingers crossed. Yes, this is how sad this story is. The pain that the family is undergoing at the moment. You can put your foot in their shoes. The disgraceful manner in which their daughter died, and not being killed in a different manner but by her own trusted friends. Family, may we be careful. In my next video, we are going to go into details on how to live our lives. We are going to understand how wicked this world has become, the times in which we are living, how to live these times, how to equip our children, and how we keep ourselves equipped and wise. Yeah, it takes wisdom to evade so many challenges, so many unforeseen circumstances. Wisdom also helps. Being able to understand how humans function and how to deal with them and the so-called friends and besties. It takes wisdom to live a quiet and safe life. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Press the notification button, the like button, leave a comment at the comment section. I will see you there. Thank you. Stay well, family. I love you so much.